Welcome back to Endangered Species Spotlight. This week we are talking about the Timorese Horseshoe Bat. This is the Timorese Horseshoe Bat. It is only found on the island of Timor-Leste, and I honestly could not find a whole lot of information concerning this bat. However, it is classified as being endangered since it's only been observed in a very small area. We don't really know the current population size or anything about that, but it is small enough population that we know of to count as being endangered. Now, since we have very little information about this bat in general, there also is not a ton of information about threats to it. However, like pretty much anything else on this list, it has been classified as threatened by things like habitat loss and destruction. The forests and kind of natural areas of Timor-Leste have been being cleared and deforested for a while now, so that is one of the threats affecting these little bats. There's also an increased threat of kind of biotourism. More people are going to the few areas that these bats are found in order specifically to see these bats, which is a thing that happens weirdly often, and so it does kind of disturb and distress the bats with a whole ton of people just going there to check them out. There is also another weird that you wouldn't really think of as a threat, but that is, as described in the red list description, overzealous scientific collection. That is when the scientific community or private collectors or whoever find a rare species and over-harvest them to the point where the population decreases dramatically, sometimes even to the point of them becoming extinct. Now, that is something that I talked about in one of my recently extinct animal videos, perhaps the spectacled cormorant, if I'm remembering correctly, where a bunch of the last individuals of that species were taken by private collectors and preserved as specimens, but so much so that the entire population went extinct, and now that is one of the threats to these little bats. Since they're so rare, there is a very limited population of them, so collectors are harvesting more than they should to add to their own collections, which is not good. Don't do that. Now, as far as I'm aware, there is no specific conservation efforts going on to save these bats on Timor-Leste as of right now. However, at least one of the populations of these observed bats has been found in a already protected area of a national park. So at least part of their habitat is currently protected, which is a good thing, and I'm sure as more research goes into these bats, there will be more plans put in place to protect them.